Hey everybody, welcome to some you time right here on your mat in your space. We're going to do a little stretching, a little de-stressing. So sometimes out in the world you're feeling a little off balance, a little offset, and I thought it might be fun today if we experiment a little bit with some asymmetry. So in light of that, of course, you're going to need a band because we have to stretch your hammies. But if you've also got a yoga block, this will be something that we use today. If you don't have one, no problem. You can absolutely modify and not use it. Or you might even be able to try some of these poses with a pillow. So I'm going to go ahead and just set that right over there for now. And we will go ahead and get rolling. So let's begin by lifting up, shoulders over hips. We are nice and tall. We're going to relax everything. And let's come in more to just find that breath. So deep breath in. Full breath out. Deep breath in, expand that chest. Exhale, empty those lungs. Good, take another. Let's go ahead and start to loosen up a little bit. So how about we drop an ear over to a shoulder. Feel that nice stretch down the opposite side of the neck. And up and over, other side. Good, up to the top, take that chin to that chest. And up we go, very nice. Take those shoulders, scoop those shoulders up and back a couple of times, couple of big rolls here. Use your breath. About one more. Lovely. We're going to reach those arms way on out to the side. Reach out through those fingertips. Lift up through the crown of the head. Breathe in and out. Let's take those arms up to the sky. Turn that head up. We're going to push down on those shoulders. And very nice. How about we bring those hands right there behind that head. You can interlace your fingers if you'd like. I'm going to open up that chest, try to squeeze those shoulder blades together. And release just a bit. Let's go ahead and rotate. I'm going to rotate to the right. A little twist. To the center. Now we're going to find that half moon in the same direction. So drop it over, ground those hips. Up, and now we're going to add a little tiny rotation to the left. So I'm going to take my elbow down towards that knee. If you want to set it down there, you can. Or you can just drop in that direction. And up to the top and back to the center. So go ahead and reset, breathe in and out. Lovely. Rotation to the other side. To the center, drop it straight over. And up, a little rotation. Take that elbow towards that knee. You can hold it right here. You can drop down all the way. And up, center, and release. Bringing those hands down to those knees, lift up tall. And then let's find that seated cat stretch. And lovely. Lift up to the top. Now let's drop those bodies around. Trunk rotation. Exhale to come down. Inhale to lift up. So find that movement. Find that breath. and up we go to the top, nice and long. So feeling a little bit more loose. We're gonna go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together, and we're gonna fold forward into a nice, easy, open starfish. So just make sure we've got some space, and we'll round it on over. Just kind of noticing how that feels in your back, in your hips. Before we scoop ourselves up to the top. Now we're gonna experiment a little bit with that first round of asymmetry. So I've got my block here. I'm gonna place one of my feet up on that block. You can kind of push them out a little bit further if that's better for you. But now one ankle definitely a little bit higher. So same thing, let's fold it down. Go ahead and scoop it on up to the top. And then we'll just switch it up here. I'm gonna place that other foot, that other ankle on top and round it down. So just kind of noticing how this might feel a little bit different than that other fold, that other starfish did. Maybe you feel this a little bit more into the glute of the leg, the ankle. It's a little bit higher. But wherever you are, we're gonna go ahead and come on up to the top and then release. I'm gonna rotate to the side here. Let's just keep that block nearby. Knees are bent, feet together, knees together. Rotation, spinal twist. Spinal twist, rotate, keep that spine nice and long. Breathe in and out and in and out. Other side. Hi, Stilton. Good, good. We're going to come back to the center. So we're going to work now, making our way towards crab. So let's go ahead and bring a little bit of space between those feet. Palms on the mat. And let's lift up those hips into our crab pose. Nice and strong through the shoulder girdle. We'll go ahead and release. Come on down. And we're going to do the same thing with our block. So let's place that block underneath one of those feet. So again, we press up. And lower. And then we'll go ahead and switch it on over to the other side, pressing back up one more time into our crab pose. And release. Down we go to that mat. Very nice. I'm going to set that right on over to the side, and we are going to roll down onto our backs. Hug those knees into your chest. And let's just relax here. Let go of your shoulders. And maybe rock it out a little side to side. But speaking of that asymmetry, just tune in here and notice how your body's feeling. Hopefully it's feeling even at this point, right? But find that breath, deep breath in and out. Very nice. Let's give it a spinal twist. I'm going to bring my block right on up, drop my arms to the T. How about we take both knees over to the side here. Just gonna kind of let those knees relax on that block. There we are. So a little bit of support there. Those legs don't have to come all the way down to the floor. Good. And we'll go ahead and come on up. And we're gonna flop it on over to the other side. So take that block over And just drop those knees on down. Very nice. We'll go ahead and come back to the center. Lovely. We're going to take this block and then bring it up underneath your lower back. So I've got the wide part of the block right there, so it gives me a little bit more support. If you'd rather lift it up onto its shorter end, you can, but for now, we're just going to hang out here. So those hips are lifted. You can feel my ribs popping open to the sky. So we have a big mouse house if we were in Pilates. But right here, we're just opening. You can take those arms back and let's breathe. Very nice. Taking those hands down beside you, palms face down. We're going to work here just a little bit on that core, just paying attention to that core. You can leave your hands here on the mat, or if you'd rather, just place your hands on your belly. We're going to lift one knee up over those hips and then lower it down. We're going to use the breath to do this, and then we'll try the other side and bring it on down. So as you lift, you are feeling that core assist you with that movement. So let's work with the breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, use the tummy. Exhale, take a couple of these. Maybe one more each side. Very nice. And then let's go ahead, pull both knees up over the hips, and then let's send both legs to the sky. We're just going to point those toes. Just reach those toes right on upward. Pull the toes back. We're standing on our tiptoes. And then we flex the feet. Good. A little point, a little demi point, a little dorsiflexion. Good. Roll those ankles around. Both ways. Good. Release, bend those knees. And then from here, let's go ahead and release that block out from underneath you. Pull those knees right on into the chest. Curl it on up, right into our tight little diamond pose. Nose to the knees. We'll extend it out into Apanasana. So flexing both feet as you try to drive that right knee in towards that torso. And switch it up. Very nice. Beautiful. Go ahead and release. We are going to grab your strap. So time to stretch those hammies. Take that strap, loop it up and around that right foot. Let's go ahead and flex that right foot, and we're just going to hang out here as we work to pull that right leg closer to your nose. So breathe here. We're gonna reach on up, take that strap into that right hand, float that right leg out to the side. And then we'll go ahead and release that strap, swirl that right leg on down, and we'll finish here with our through the hole pose. So let's just scoop those legs in. In a deep breath, and we will release it out into our half of a dead bug. So pull it on out. There's our half of a dead bug. Breathe in and out as you release. Beautiful. Park that right foot on the floor and let us stretch out your left hammy. Good. So same thing, just work to pull that left leg closer towards your chest, your nose, flexing that left foot. Take a breath. And let's go ahead and transfer that strap into that left hand. We'll rotate a little bit here. Take that left leg right on out to the side. Inner thigh stretch. Breathe in and release it. Breathe it out. Left ankle to that right thigh through the whole pose. And then we finish with our dead bug. So grab that big left toe or that ankle, pull that leg out. Breathe in and release as you breathe out. Very nice. So let's extend both legs down and out along your mat. And you can just relax those arms down beside you. Give those feet a little wiggle, shake out those legs a little bit. And again, just kind of notice, how are we feeling? Hopefully we're feeling even-ish right here. Yes, breathe in and out. And in and out. Good. Let's go ahead and bend the knee. We're going to reach behind that thigh, rock ourselves right on up to the top. And let's just kind of send those legs forward, give them a little wiggle, and we'll take one full forward seated bend. So inhale, scoot to the top. Exhale, fold that body forward. before we lift and scoop up to the top. Good, give everything just a little wiggle. And we're gonna flip on over to our knees. So go ahead and come on up, and you're gonna need this guy. We're gonna find a little modified camel today, a little candle pose sometimes folks call it, and we're gonna use your block. So just as a review, our regular camel, if you'd like to stick with that, here with those hands on those hips, we're gonna push those hips forward and open up that chest. You can absolutely stay right here. So working our little backwards bend and opening up that chest to the sky. If you're feeling a little zesty today, take that block and let's go ahead and bring it underneath that right foot. So I'm gonna take my right hand down to that right heel, send that left arm up to the sky, and we hinge back. Since we're not going back as far, this might even be a little easier than our regular camel pose. Take a breath. And come on up to the top. Let's go ahead and even it out by trying the other side. Kind of scoot that block on over. There we go. Got those toes tucked up. Left hand comes down to that left heel. And we can either reach straight up or we can reach and hinge back a little. Breath in and out. One more. And up we go to the top. Lovely. So I'm going to leave that block right there. Come on down to all fours. Scoop it into cat stretch to release. Press back, rocket cat. Come back to cat. Flatten it out. And let's just wag your tail in the puppy. So inhale to the right and exhale to the left. Take a couple of these. Beautiful. Root back to the center. Tuck up those toes. Find your down dog. Maybe walk your dog. Lovely. Weight on both feet. Necks are long, derrieres are lifted. And let's grab that block. So I'm going to place it on the floor and I'm just going to bring my left foot up on it. And let's just continue to hang out in your down dog. And excellent. How about we take a little half step forward there and come on out into a plank. Squeeze your tummies. Press back up, down dog. Maybe take that step in. And let's take that block over underneath the opposite foot. There we are. So down dog. And out we go into that plank. Back up into that down dog. Let's go ahead and step that foot up off that block. I've just got my block between my feet and I'm gonna walk my hands back. There we go. So we have a forward fold. Soft knees. Good, good. We're gonna soften up those knees even more and roll to standing, but really take your time here. So we scoop, round and roll, stacking up all those body parts on top of each other to come on up to lifted. Good. Shoulders scoop up, breathe in and out. And one more time, breathe in and out. Lovely. Let's go back into that forward fold. So we're gonna roll it down just like we rolled it up. So chin to the chest, roll forward, hands come down to that floor. Nice. So in our forward fold, I'm gonna bring one of my feet on top of that block. And that's gonna mean that that foot that's lifted, it's gonna have to bend a little. So we're folding forward. You can reach your hands here down to the floor, to your shins, whatever you like. You might even be able to try to straighten out that leg that is lifted. Don't lock it, just kind of straighten it. Release it, and then we're gonna step off that block, slide it under you, bring it up, or bring that opposite foot up on top, find your forward fold, relax your shoulders, relax your everything. And maybe we can kind of straighten out that elevated leg. And soften it up, step on down off that block, soften everything one more time, rolly, up to standing. Good, shoulder scoop, breathe in, and out, breathe in, and out. Lovely. So I'm gonna just leave that block right there for just a moment. Let's do a little standing half moon, and then we'll do one more thing with that block before Yoga Nidra today. So how about we bring those hands right behind your head like we did when we were seated, and we rotate side. Trying to keep those hips pointed to the front. Back to the center, drop it over half moon. All the way over as you can. And lift, and a little rotation so that we can take that elbow down in the direction of that knee if you were seated. Good. Up to the top and back to the center. Half moon, other side. And up. Forgot to do that twist first. Back to the center, a little twist in the opposite direction, and drop that elbow back down. And lovely. Lift to the top, reach those arms up, breathe in, and down. Fantastic. Give it a little wiggle, a little shake. So we're gonna find our blocks. We're gonna do a little modified half moon balance. So you have choices here. You can set that block on the floor this way or this way. If it's up on its end, you don't have to reach down as far. So totally up to you. But we're gonna go ahead and pull in here. And we're gonna come on down as if we were starting with a little warrior three. So actually I'm gonna place mine down like this. And I've got both hands on that block. My knees are soft. And let's just take that right leg back. Right leg, a little balance. No problem. Lower down. If you're feeling zesty, we're gonna lift up the left arm. So I'm gonna bring my right hand a little bit more to the center of that block. Take that right leg back out. Find that balance. Reach out that left arm. Good. Lower the hand, lower the leg, and let's just scoop ourselves tall. Roll it up and back, breathe in, and out. Good. Same thing, other side. So let's go ahead and roll it on down, bring both hands to that block, finding your balance on the right leg. This time the left leg goes back. Nice and steady. Lower down. You can do that same exact thing again, or maybe this time the left leg goes back and the right arm reaches out. Very nice. Lower down, lower everything. I'm gonna step my hands off that block, step back down dog, and then knees to the mat, release the toes, sit it all the way down into Balasana. And then from our Balasana, we're gonna thread the needle. So you might wanna take those knees out to the side a little bit, give yourself a little bit more room. Take that left palm, turn it face up, and go ahead and slide it through that space underneath that right arm. Relax here. And then we'll switch sides. Left hand forward, right palm face up. Very nice. And then release. We'll go ahead and come on up, flip everything around, and let's just roll ourselves down onto our mat. Hug those knees into your chest, let go of those shoulders, wiggle those guys out, and we'll give it a little side to side rock. Good, good. And then one more time. Flop those arms out to the side, T position. Let's take that right foot. I'm gonna place that right foot on the floor. And that left knee is hugged in a little bit closer to my body. And from here, we're just gonna leave the knees right in that position and flop over to the right. So still a spinal twist. Maybe take that right hand, push down on that left thigh a little. Still a spinal twist, but again, a little asymmetry with those knees. Roll it on up to the top. We're gonna set that left foot on the floor, pull that right knee in towards the body, and we roll to the left. Maybe that left hand can kind of push down on that right knee a little. And come on back to the center. Untangle those legs. I'm just gonna slide your legs down and out along your mat. And then let's find our snuggle spot for Yoga Nidra. So you just wanna relax here in your space, blankets, pillows, whatever you need. But let's take a moment to relax in your space. So breathe in and out. And in and out. Lovely. So let's make sure that there's no tension anywhere in the body, anywhere between the toes and the crown of the head, any space in between. Let's just let that tension go. Noticing your breath as it moves through the body. And then finding that space where you can relax, enjoying a few moments of peace. And slowly and carefully, let's go ahead and bring your focus back into your space. Finding that breath. Wiggling your fingers and toes around. You are welcome to stay right here in your space. You can roll over onto your side. Wherever you are, let's just close your eyes and come inward for a final moment of quiet. Lokha, Samasta, Sukhino, Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Shanti means peace. Om Shanti to you. And thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining your mat today. Namaste. Good job, guys. Remember, be good to yourselves, be kind to yourselves, hydrate, go out into the world, get your vitamin D. And as always, please, please wash your paws. Namaste, guys. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Thanks, guys, for working out with me today. Cheddar England is very excited that you experimented a little bit with some asymmetry. So go forth into the world and just always notice those differences in your own body or in your life, trying to work to even things out. Have a great, great day. Be good to yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Hydrate and wash your paws. Right, Cheddar? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. We'll see you next time.